Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining me. Shauna's World. How's everybody out there doing? I hope everybody's okay. Well, let's get started with our makeup. I've already put my eyebrows on this time. This time I won't make the video so long. Although I like to start from scratch and you guys see how I look up to the end, but it's okay. I try to make the videos a little bit shorter so they're not so long. But today I want to talk about the 10 things that annoy me. I know, 10 things that annoy me. I'm curious to know what annoys you, and perhaps you can also agree with what I have to say. But I've written down a list. I wrote down a list. First of all, let's start off with the Prolonged Concealer from MAC. I'm going to apply these guys right up under my eyes because I got to get rid of these little spots there, these brown spots. So just take it and dab it on with my beauty blender. Yeah, so the first thing I got on my list is using the bathroom after someone else. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? I mean, especially like if you're in the public and you say you got to go to the bathroom and you go to a bathroom in one of the public stores and oh my gosh, you're waiting to go and then you got to go in after somebody. Oh, that so irks me. I hate that. I don't know. I'm kind of funny when it comes to smells. I don't know how you all are, but I just hate that. You just don't know if people really take good take care of themselves, look after themselves properly. So I'm just really funny about the smells. The great thing, I guess, about the COVID is that you're wearing a mask, so you don't have to smell the next person that goes out. But that really annoys me. I know it's like, well, why don't you wait till you get home? But there's those moments, you have those days where you're out and you gotta go, you gotta go. So, oh man, that totally annoys me. Um, if I could avoid it, I would. But yeah, that's something I don't like. I'm curious to know if that bothers you all as well. The next thing I have on my list, and maybe that's just me being picky, but I hate it when there are a ton of dishes in the sink. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know. Everything, okay, everything doesn't have to be perfect by me, but I love it when I go into the kitchen and everything is cleared away and put away, every everything has its place in the kitchen and or in general. I don't like disorder. And if I go into a kitchen and everything's like in shambles, I guess if you guys have kids, you know what I'm talking about, but that just totally irks me. And I have an older daughter, and I'm like, I often have to go after her and fuss and like, hey, do the dishes. And she's like, Mom, I'm gonna do the dishes, but I'm like, no, do them now, Uh, that annoys me. I mean, for some people, it's no big deal, but I don't know. I don't like it when I see dishes, especially if they've been sitting there for a long time. You know how it is. They've been sitting there for a long time, then they get all, the dishes become too hard to clean because they've been sitting there for a long time. I just don't like it. And if I could avoid it, I would, you know. Um, I don't like disorder, so that bugs me. Another thing that bothers me. Okay, I'm going to use Huda Beauty, and this is also a concealer, and I put this over my eyes or in the eye area where I put the eyeshadow. I use that as a base. And I'm applying it with my MAC brush from 195. Yeah, another thing that bothers me is ashy hands and ashy feet. Ooh. You know, with this COVID thing going on now, we're often having to to wash our hands like 10 times a day, and I don't know how many times you're applying disinfect, and oh, that really super dries your hands out. I mean, I anyway have dry skin, so you know, with that on top of washing it so often and applying the disinfect, my hands have become extremely dry, and so that annoys me. So I often try to keep lotion around, but you know, sometimes lotion isn't enough. I have to use like Vaseline, something that absorbs, that my skin will absorb the moisture, because my skin is super dry. And living here in Germany, the water's quite harsh, lots of chemicals in there. So that on top, you know, it makes it even worse and dries out your skin even worse. So I often have to keep like some Vaseline or some type of hand lotion around constantly. And my feet too. Okay, of course I'm not washing my feet 10 times a day, but yeah, my feet are also extremely dry. So that irks me. I hate it when my skin is dry, but especially my hands and feet. So I often have to, yeah, like I said, I have to keep my creams in close by. So just apply the concealer, and you kind of blend that in. Yeah, I don't know. How is it for you all? Does it bother you to have dry hands or dry feet, or was that something, would you say, okay, it's not so big of a deal? Like I said, I have super dry hands, and then if I have to go out, if I'm out in public, and let's say I bought something in the store and I have to sign for it, and I pull out my ashy hands, it's just like, it's so embarrassing, you know. Or if I got some sandals on and I've been at the beach, and then I'm walking around the city and I happen to look down at my feet, it's just like, you know, what are those? Oh gosh, it's so embarrassing. No, but that's something that I can say, ugh, that really bothers me. Let's see, another thing that bothers me, oh my gosh, is getting into a cold bed. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like getting into a cold bed. I guess getting into a cold bed, it wouldn't be so bad if it was like hot out, really hot outside, and you can get in a cold bed, then that's something different. But if it's cold, like here in Germany, it is cold, and then you get into a cold bed. Ooh. Or wait a minute, guys, what about sitting on a cold toilet seat? Oh, I hate that. Oh my gosh, it's so, it just sends chills up my spine. I hate that. But what I do to avoid the cold bed, I have like these how do you call it? These heating bottles or water bottles for the bed. I'm trying to think. What do we call it in English? Is it I don't even know what you call it in English anymore, but basically it's like a bottle, and you fill it up with hot water, and yeah, you can use it for your stomach. Heating pad. Yeah, we call it heating pad, right? But the difference is you don't use electric. You use hot water to um, to heat up the bottle, and that's really good. So I got two of those guys. So each night before I get into the bed, I heat up my bottles and then I put them in the bed already because I'm telling you, I can't stand being cold, and especially getting into a cold bed. And the worst, the absolute top of that is if you have to go to the toilet. I mean, here it's cold. I live in a fairly decent sized house, so um, and not in all rooms. I mean, we have heaters. Especially we have like a small guest bathroom, and there's no heater in there. And so you go in there, it's like super cold. And then you sit on that seat, it's just like sitting on an ice bucket. I don't know. I'm curious to know if you guys also have that problem. I don't know. It really bothers me. That's just something I don't like. I don't know that I haven't heard anything where somebody's created a heating system for the toilet. That would be great. That would be a great discovery because I would buy one ASAP because that is something that really irks me. Um, okay, so now I'm going to apply my foundation. I've already applied my base, which is I use MAC strobe cream, and this is the color Gold Light. And basically you just take a little bit of the cream and just apply it all over your face, and it gives you a bit of a glow. It looks really nice, when you apply that and then you put your foundation on top of it. Oh yeah, and my foundation is MAC. I'm a huge MAC fan. I really like MAC. This is Studio Fix Fluid SP15, and this is the color NC45. Let's see, another thing I totally dislike is, oh yeah, I hate it. Like over here in Germany, it's common that you'll be standing in the line waiting to check out, and the line is totally long, right? And then, a cashier will uh, go over to another stand, and she'll be like, yeah, you guys can come over here and line up. And then the people that were behind you will go running over there, not even taking into consideration there like people in front of them, and maybe they should go first. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's being picky, but I highly doubt that. I think, to me, that's rude. I mean, if somebody's been waiting, then it's common courtesy to be like, hey, you can go before me. But here it's totally different. It's like first come, first serve. It's like, let me hurry up and get on over there, and oh my gosh, that's annoying, especially if you've been waiting for a long time to check out, and then basically people butt in front of you, because that's basically what it's called. It's called butting. It's just in a different way, even though you don't actually physically just jump in front of the person, but you see that people are waiting, and you still decide to run and jump yourself in front of the line. So that's not cool. And you have a lot of that over here. Everybody has a place to get to. And no, that's annoying. I don't like that. But somehow you get used to it. So I too, sometimes I'm guilty of doing it too now. I used to be like, hey, you can go before me, but now I also take my things. If another cashier's open up another stand, I'll go running on over there too. I mean, if there's a nice person ahead of me, and, they look sweet, then I'll be like, okay, hey, you've been waiting. But in general, I don't do it anymore, because people will run over you over here if you don't say anything. Or they'll be like pretending to be like, you'll be standing in line, and then they'll be standing next to you, and then they'll be like, oh, I just want to ask one quick question. Can I stand in front of you, just to ask them a quick question? And that quick question turns into checking out, and it's just like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you said you wanted to ask a question. you know Oh gosh, no, that's wrong. But you have a lot of that, so you got to really be on the lookout and check people out when they do stuff like that, and call them out. You'd be like, hey, what's that all about? You know. So what's the next thing I got on the list? Oh yes, nasty bathrooms. I know everybody's like, okay, that's common, but no, there's something about a nasty bathroom where I'm just like, I don't care how bad I have to go. If the bathroom is just like, and that toilet is just like, I can't bring myself to use that bathroom. I mean, I don't know. Call me picky, but ugh. Or if I see a whole bunch of hair on the bathroom, ugh, on the bathroom floor, no, mm-mm. No, that's ugly. Okay, guys, I'm going to use my Jeffree Star. And what box is this? This is Bloodlust. Yes, Bloodlust. And those are the colors inside. I'm going to try the Bleeding Heart. This is this red color right here. Try something different. No, that truly irks me. I really I don't like a dirty bathroom. I can't use it. I can't bring myself to use it. Then I prefer to go outside in nature. Seriously, that's that's hardcore. I remember I was in Cape Verde. And Cape Verde, those are some really beautiful islands. There's like 5 or 6 islands, if I recall, to Cape Verde. So right on the outside of the African coast, not too far from the Canaries, I would say. No, it is kind of far from the Canaries. I don't know. Didn't get a 1 in geography, but anywho, it's somewhere close by. But we were in this restaurant, and oh my gosh, they had the best food. Oh wow, the food was the bomb. But when I asked to go to the bathroom, that was a shock. I was just like, oh my goodness, where have I landed? I mean, actually, okay, in that aspect, it wasn't so bad because you couldn't see anything. I mean, the guy was like, okay, the bathroom is over there. So I went to the bathroom and I went inside and I didn't really see anything. It was just, I didn't smell anything, thank goodness, but it was basically like a dirt area. There was a hole and you were supposed to do your thing there. Okay, this was years ago when I was in Cape Verde. This was like in late 90s when I was there, so I'm hoping things changed, but that was a huge shock. That was not, that wasn't a nice thing, but on the other hand, it wasn't so bad because I didn't have to see any dirty toilets, but I just didn't know where I was going. But it was kind of weird because you just do your thing and then carry on, and go on back out. And yeah, thank goodness I had some type of hand sanitizers with me, but that was awkward. No, that annoys me. I do not like to go to a dirty bathroom, or I do not like to see a dirty kitchen either. Oh, that's also ugly. But seeing a dirty kitchen isn't as bad as seeing a dirty bathroom because, like I said, if you have to really go to the bathroom and it is, and you look at that toilet and it looks like it has never seen a toilet cleaner in years, and I'm just like, okay, I think I'll pass, Okay, so now I'm going to use my favorite photo gravure. I still haven't received the new one yet. I'm going to see if I can get something out of it. No, I'm not going to be able to get anything out of it. It's totally gone. Okay, so forget it. I ordered a new one already, so it hasn't gotten here yet. So that's okay. I'll take another color. I'll take this guy. He's also not bad. This is from Urban Decay, and it's called Demolition. It's also a dark brown. Ooh, there's barely nothing there. Yeah, as you see, I love my dark brown eyeliner. So, I usually apply my eyeliner with my blending brush, so I do not have to touch my eyes with my fingers, because otherwise, I don't know, but I always see like a fingerprint on my face. Oops. So that's why I use my blending brush. And also I got this tip from another makeup artist on YouTube. That was a while ago, but I just thought that was so helpful. So what's another thing that irks me? Oh yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many beginners here are on my channel or view on my channel, but if you're not a beginner, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to applying your eyelashes, and you know you're having an awesome day, and then you see like, wait a minute, something hanging from my eye, and it's your eyelash. Oh, that's also like, ew, that's annoying, you know, because you don't have any glue there to put it back on, and you know you're walking around with an eyelash just half hanging off. Oh gosh, that's annoying. Not cute at all. And then at that moment, you're like, okay, should I rip it off or should I just leave it on, you know, and just play it off? Hopefully nobody's looking into my eye, you know. Oh, I think I overdid it with the red, but I'm going to go back in anyway, play with it. I'm using my blending brush from MAC to blend out the eyeshadows. It's great for blending out the eyeshadows. It's quite thick. So if you're looking for a good blending brush, MAC. And like I said, I don't really know the number because the numbers are quite rubbed off, but I guess it's a 218 or 212 or something. If you've looked at any of my other videos, I think I'm calling out a new number every day because I don't know the number of this thing, and every day it looks different. So, and I use my Urban Decay to blend out my eyeliner to give me a bit of a smoky look, but I'm going to go back in and add another color anyway because I like my eyes to be kind of popping, you know, during this COVID time. That's the only thing that people really see are your eyes, so kind of want to put some emphasis and make them stand out. Okay guys, so I'm going to take the color Blood Queen. That's just purple down here. I'm going to put this here on my under eye. I like to play with colors sometimes, so I think red and purple are a kind of funny combination. So what else I got on my list? Yes, with the eyelashes. Yeah, that can be a bummer. I mean, really. I mean, if you're looking cute and your makeup's on point, and then you got this eyelash hanging down, it's not funny. You're like, oh gosh, I hope nobody can see it, you know. And if you're in a windy area, your eyelashes blowing all over the place. Not good. But yeah, so hanging eyelash, an eyelash that popped off is not cute. Okay, I think I added a little bit too much down here, but that's okay. I'll fix it up later. So what else is on my list? Oh yeah. How have you guys ever experienced it when you're about to go out, and let's say you just went shopping the week before and you bought some cute outfits, and then you're about to go out and you're looking through your closet and you're like, okay, I got the cute outfit, but it doesn't fit tonight. What else can I wear? And you're sitting up there trying on all clothes and nothing seems to fit. And you're like, oh gosh, what do I wear? That I hate. I hate that, because I have a lot of clothes, and then I'm thinking, wait a minute, why can't I find anything to wear? For me, I definitely have to plan out my outfit a day in advance, because otherwise I mean, literally, I can't be spontaneous with picking out my clothes. It takes time, especially if I want to put on something special. I can't just go to my closet and be like, okay, that's what I'm going to wear. Even though I might have just bought something cute. Maybe I bought something, but for some reason it just doesn't fit for that night. I'm thinking, oh man, what the heck? So, yeah, that's annoying. I don't know how it is for you all. And then if you having one of those days where you're feeling fat, where you feeling like, oh shoot, I didn't gain, I don't know, a kilo or 2 pounds or 3 pounds, and then you got that on top, and your clothes that are this size, look like a hot mess on you. You look like a little piggy in it. That's annoying. I don't like that. But oh, I am using Take the Crown. I like that. Take the Crown. And this is the brush 219 SE from MAC. This was like a special brush, one of those seasonal brushes. Unfortunately, you won't be able to find this brush anymore, but this is great for like giving that final little, bling in the inner corner of your eyes and out. I usually put it in the inner corner and out so that the eyes will stand out. But yeah, that can be very, very, very annoying. And it happens to me often, really. I mean, if I, like, the night before, if I lay out my outfit already, then I'm good to go. But if somebody calls me and is like, come on, girl, let's go out, and I'm like looking for days, I'm like, it seems like really everything that I try on is just so crappy looking. Curious to know if you guys have that problem, or is it just me? Because if I go out, I like to go out and look nice, and I don't like to wear the same things. And because I have so many clothes, I'm just like, and I always, I never really, sometimes I don't really take the time to really go and just like match, put outfits together. So that's what I'm going to do in another video. I am going to definitely do a haul where I go through my closet and then put some outfits together and stuff that's been hidden for a few years. And then I'm going to pull them out, and you're going to be like, whoa, is this new? Most likely it probably is. Probably stuff that I just bought and just didn't get a chance to wear it. But now that we're at home, we can do that now. We got the time to go through the closet and put together 10, 20 outfits, so you won't have that problem next time when you go out. Or at least I won't have that problem. Okay, guys, so I'm now going to apply my mascara. And this is the Yves Saint Laurent. Running out of it. I've also ordered this one new. It looks like this. And this is the Noir. That's this one. Yeah, Noir Minimal Matte. And it leaves a matte finish. The Noir Vinyl is more of a glossy type of black eyeliner. I don't really like the finish into that. I don't like the glossy look. I prefer more the matte look. So, an excellent all day, good use liquid eyeliner from Yves Saint Laurent. I can highly recommend it. But yeah, so that is something that totally annoys me. Another thing I have Oh, and you guys witness it in my videos. I often have a runny nose. My nose is always running. It's because I'm so sensitive to cold weather and coldness. I mean, if I detect a little bit of coldness, my nose is already starting to run. Seriously. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate it. Oh gosh. Look, my nose is running now. I mean, I'll be talking and I'm like, oops, wait a minute. Gotta go get my tissue. I don't know. I didn't have that when I was younger. I don't know. Maybe because now I'm older, I'm totally sensitive now, but it's sometimes embarrassing, you know? You be out there talking and then next thing you know, your nose is running. No, but I'm really sensitive. It's a sign that it's time for me to move to the Caribbean or somewhere where it's super warm. Because this coldness is just not for me. It's for the birds. I mean, I like to see the snow, but I don't like to be in the snow. If you know what I mean. No, but there's some people they can be in the cold weather and it just does not faze them, but that is not me. One thing is my nose is running, and then I told you my hands and feet are so sensitive, and then with the coldness it just dries out your skin, you know, especially the hands. So it's just like, oh, I think 1 or 2 years in Germany and then I'm out of here. Seriously, I'm definitely going to move to a warmer climate because this is for the birds. I I do not like cold weather. Not anymore, especially if my nose is constantly running. Okay, guys, so got my eyeliner on. I'm going to pop on my eyelashes. And then that's it. So, my last final thing that annoys me is, a huge basket of dirty clothes. Yes, dirty clothes. If you have kids, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know how it is for you all, but I don't know. My kids will wear something once and it's already in the dirty clothes. I don't know. For me, I wear things 1 or 2 times. Okay, not, of course, not the underwear, of course, but you know, if I have a shirt and I didn't sweat in it, or if I have a pair of pants, I don't put it immediately into the dirty clothes. I at least wear it at least 2 times, 2 or 3 times before I do that. I don't know. That's me, but I try to teach that also to my children. And because now that we're at home, it's not like we're, you know, out and about. But I notice with my kids, and it's already in the dirty clothes. Okay, if it's like, you know, if there's a stain or food got on it or something like that, of course that's, you know, it's logic that they're going to put it into dirty clothes, but not after one wear, you know, and it's just like, oh man. I turn around and the basket's already overpiled with clothes, and I'm like, no, that's annoying. I do not like that. I don't like to have a basket of full clothes. I mean, I'm one who washes at least 2 times a week, but now that my kids are at home full time now, I see myself washing almost every day. It's just like, wait a minute, guys, I am not here to be sitting up here washing the whole day or every day. So you guys are gonna have to tone it down, or otherwise you guys are gonna be washing your own clothes. And my son he's known for it. Literally, he wears something once and it's already in the dirty clothes. You know, he'll wear a shirt. Mom, it's dirty. And I'm like, I'll pull it out. I'm like, oh, where's the dirt? But often it's because he doesn't want to hang his clothes up. I mean, my other 2 daughters aren't so bad, but My son, he's the one who has the most clothes and the dirty clothes, and it's because he does not want to hang his clothes up. So instead of hanging them up, they're dirty. No big deal. Ah. No, not with me, buddy. So I told him, I was like, okay, keep it up and you'll be washing those clothes yourself by hand. And we'll see how long that'll last. I'm sure it won't last too long. Oh gosh, that's funny. I'm curious to know what annoys you all. Um, I know it doesn't sound so positive, but I think you have to, yeah, get these little irky things that irk you off of your chest. Especially because we're at home now. We're even more extra sensitive, and these topics come up. Of course, with going outside now, I mean, we're anywhere all quarantined, over here at least, so it's not often that you go out and have to, use the public bathroom, but with the little things, my kids have their own bathroom, so I'm constantly going into their bathroom and seeing little things where I'm like, okay, guys, clean it up. No, that's not my job. Yes, it is. It's your bathroom. You have to clean it up. So, kids. So, if you're living with your kids, you become extra sensitive. You guys are seeing each other 24 hours. Not 24 hours, but yeah, you're, before you would see your kids just for maybe a few hours. You have to spend a few hours with them in the evening. But now you're spending the whole day with your kitties, which is nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. But after a while, it can kind of bother you, kind of get on your nerves. So, I don't know. I thought I would do this video because I thought, I'm curious to know if other people are feeling the same way. Do they also have the same problem? I'm sure. But in general, I try to stay positive, I always have this saying, it could be a lot worse, but sometimes it's just those little things that can be most annoying, and if you're about to, start your ladies time, meaning menstrual time period, those things can really annoy you and really send you off into a woozy. So, got one eyelash down. Hopefully it won't pop off. But even if it does, I'm anyway at home, so it's no big deal. Oh, and by the way, I'm applying my eyelashes with the Duo Glue. Oh, and also the eyelashes are from Ardell. And they're Remy lashes. This is the box. That's the box. And it's the number 778. And yes, this is the Duo Glue. It's way better than the tube if you get the Duo with the brush, because it's a lot easier to apply the glue to the eyelash. Yeah. So, yeah, I try to keep it positive, but yeah, you have those moments where you just have to let it out, and I think it's quite normal. We talk about those things that, annoy you, but try to keep it positive as well, because yeah, like I said, it could be a lot worse. I try not to let too many things bother me, you know. There's a saying, pick and choose your battles. So there's just certain things where you're like, okay, I shouldn't let it bother me. But we all know how that is. You know, sometimes it's easier said than done. That's why it's good to talk about it. Get it off your chest and move on, you know? Don't let it affect you too much, you know? But I would love to get a conversation going and, yeah, get your feedback on what annoys you. I'm sure somebody could relate and know what I'm talking about. Today I'm going to use Too Faced. I bought this, they're highlighters. And they got 3 different highlighters in there. They're very pretty. I've only used it once or twice. I'm going to use my, before that, I'm going to apply my NARS. That's the eyeshadow. I'm going to apply my NARS blush. And unfortunately, Aroused. I wonder if I've been pronouncing it. I've been calling this blush color Farda Joie Poudre French. But now I'm looking on the outside and it says Aroused. Maybe that's the color of this blush. Yes, it's called Aroused. Oh, guys, forgive me. I've been telling you all the wrong color to this NARS blush for the longest. So sorry. Looks like this. It's very pretty. And you just need a little bit. This is my NARS blush brush, I call it. And I apply my blush with this blush brush. It's tongue twister, blush brush. So, looks like that. Okay, so now I can apply my highlighter. And for my highlighter, I'm going to use, this is also an old MAC brush. This was a promotion brush. It's 129 SE. As you see, I don't use it that often. The numbers are still there. That's amazing. And I've had this brush for a very long time. But I use this for applying my highlighter. Okay, this time I'm going to use the color I'm going to try out because there's 3 different colors. I'm going to try Dazzle. Dazzle's very sparkly. Doesn't look that sparkly. They call it Dazzle. Maybe I'll try the focus. It's the soft focus. This is Dazzle, but it's not so dazzling because it's not dazzling on me. Don't see it. Normally, I like a highlighter that you can see. It shouldn't be too it shouldn't be too much, too over the top, but I like to see something. I see a little bit, but not a whole lot. You see a little bit of a shine. It's a bit of a dull shine, but it's not too bad. However, this is from Too Faced. So, I guess that's it, guys. That's my look. Oh, last, I forgot to apply my lipstick. I think I'm going to take a lipstick. This is my hat of lipstick. I put on my lipstick in this elf fedora hat. I think I'm pronouncing it right. fedora. Yeah, you can tell it's a fedora because it's got this little feather on the side. It's a man's hat. I'm going to take the color, what color is this? I don't want to call the wrong one. This is called Devilish. Oh, this is perfect, Devilish. You know, sometimes you feel devilish. This is from Urban Decay. A really, really pretty pink. Might be a little bit too much with the red eyelashes, or red, with the red eyeshadow. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. However, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you guys could relate, or if not, I still like to hear your comments below. I'm sure there's some things that annoy you, so I'm curious to know what annoys you and how you go about dealing, and do you let it get to you? You shouldn't. But I'm curious to know what your comments are, and yeah, anywho, thank you so much for joining, and yeah, until next time, bye.